not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes, commenting, subscribing. Yeah. You hear me? Okay. Well, hey, bitch. I'm back. I'm back at you guys with some Real Housewives of Atlanta talk. We got to get into... Girl, it looks like the besties done swapped out besties. Crazy. All right. We also got to talk about Kandi Burris. Y'all remember Kandi had that lawsuit with the Blaze landlord or whatnot, and she has to clear some things up. She also shares her thoughts on Drew and Porsha as well. And we're going to tap into Drew wanting to have a conversation with Porsha just a little bit. We're going to get into a piece of that scene. And then also, y'all know Kandi is a co-producer for the Broadway play Othello that is starring, I do believe it's starring Denzel Washington. So shout out to her, and we'll have to get into, a little bit of that and how Miss Ma'am was looking over there, you know what I'm saying, on opening night. So we'll get into all of those things. Make sure that you are liking up the video. But first of all, I want to go ahead and start with the Besties, okay? Remember last summer, you guys may not remember, but I definitely remember last summer when Brit Edie, as well as our girl Kelly, came to us letting us know like, oh, real friends, besties, whatever the case is. Well, honey, it looks like they done swapped out friends. They have swapped out friends. We have seen a video over on Shamea's page where she and Kelly were cooking in the kitchen. They have gotten much, much closer. All right. I do know that baby Pilar had her birthday party. I did see where Brit Edie was in attendance. Not necessarily sure if I saw Shamea in attendance. Maybe she was. I just don't recall seeing her. But maybe I missed over that. She did do a really nice post to baby Pilar, so that was really nice. And hopefully it was very well received as well. But yeah, so it looks like Miss Porsha, honey, is now besties with Miss Brit Edie, honey. She says clink clink. Y'all can't be freaking frag, but I guess y'all can be clank clank. Just a little bit. Okay. You see Brit in the comments saying, my girl, Phaedra talking about some double trouble, honey. You got Ashley Nicole of Wags talk about some my faves, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, I didn't even know they do each other like that. You got Jassy down in the comment with the heart eyes and stuff, so I'm like, I guess, girl. But some part of me isn't really surprised by this. I do know there's rumblings about her being related to Fallon in some capacity, and I definitely see it. They do share the same last name. Neither one of them have come out to truly confirm, but that has been a part of the speculation and things. So I believe with that being out there, people wouldn't expect these two to really be cool because of what, people feel was done to Fallon or whatever. But I'm not surprised about these two being friends. That's right up their alley a little bit. Like, they're two beautiful girls. In my personal, I know y'all be giving Miss Brit Edie some flack and stuff, but I do think that she's a pretty woman. I think Porsha is pretty too, you know what I'm saying? Glamorous. I mean, I could see the two getting along. I mean, Porsha was just starting to get along with Kenya. And I'm like, are you hanging out with this girl to spite, though, Porsha? Are you hanging out with Brit because you genuinely enjoy her company? Are you guys hanging out with each other to spite Kelly and possibly Shamea? And in your sake, Porsha, Miss Kenya did not like the fact that you were trying to compare her and Brit Edie, and then now you're over here hanging out with Miss Ma'am. So I don't know. I mean, it could be none of that. It could just be that they enjoy each other and they vibing, and ain't nothing wrong with that, right? Look at the ladies. Okay. I mean, I really see nothing wrong with this. I mean, heck, you're going to meet people on the show and you guys are going to, get cool at some point. I mean, it's just unfortunate that we're about to be witnessing the outs of a friendship when it comes to Shamea and Porsha. But, as you grow to different spaces in your life, sometimes, you shed people and things. And that just may be what this situation is. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below about that right now. Okay, so there's that, honey. Next up, I want us to get into, I think this is going to be about Drew and Porsha, and I believe it's going to be Shamea and Miss, what's her name, Miss Angela Oakley. Let us listen to this for just a second. Let's get it to
You know, I like a red pump.
You're such a great helper.
Hi, Shamea. I think we got off on a bad foot.
I know we got off on a bad foot.
That's not the temperature of the room that I like to operate in.
Oh.
So, if there's a time that we could talk, I would like that.
I would love to talk. I would love to meet Angela and not Julie's representative.
That was Angela.
So you speak on Julie's behalf.
Ooh, Shamea, girl, I'm gonna have to clock you a little piece. I haven't even seen the episode, and y'all know when we get into the episode and stuff, we got to do it over there on the Patreon. Make sure that you're a part of the $5 tier and up, because that's where we're gonna get into it at first. All right, I get y'all my review when I get it to you, if I get it to you. Okay, but aside from that, and that's for the people over on YouTube. But aside from that, Shamea, girl, I might have to clock you a little piece, because not you over here talking about a representative when you have been the representative for Miss Porsha for some time. Now, although we may like you, I like to be an equal opportunity gatherer, shall I say. I like to get everybody together if I feel like they're wrong, all right? Some people like to get their faves and they stick to their faves, all right? The only person you may see me do that with is Miss Candace Diller, and that's on P, okay? But aside from that, if things need to be called out, I'm going to call it out, and I'm going to have to clock you just a little piece, because how dare you? You have shown yourself to be a representative for a very long periodical time, and then you want to sit up here and clock somebody else. It's giving a little piece. It seems like everybody may be getting a little piece of karma, just a little bit. And it seems like, Shamea, you might be getting a little piece of your karma. Okay, just a little bit. So now you see how it may have felt for others when you constantly showed up in the place of, on behalf of Miss Porsha. All right, but let us go ahead and keep going.
Okay, well then we don't need to talk about that, because your feelings is what your feelings are.
And so are yours,
and,
right?
And very much so. I'm cool on you. Thank you.
You cool on me?
Yeah, I am. Thank you.
Okay.
And now let's be honest. You don't like the fact that this woman is approaching you in this way, or not so much as approaching you, but she approached you a certain way. And you refer to her as Drew's representative. And granted, I do have to see the full episode to see how things fully played out, all right? Because this is just a little clip, okay? But I'm basing it on last week and beyond, because understand that you guys are here in this situation because you chose to be a representative in that moment, okay? When you came at Drew and asked her about Dennis, so.
Be nice to you.
Appreciate that.
You're a mean girl.
Actually, you're the mean girl.
No, you're a mean girl. It flows with your name. Shamina. You're a mean girl.
Actually, Shamea.
Shamina.
Okay, so right here, sis.
I'm not going over here. We together? No, I'm just right here, honey.
If you don't take it on back with that 99 nose, don't do that.
Okay, Flavor Flav.
Wait, guys.
Of all the noses that
You
you
need
could
a
have
clock. You get Flavor Flav.
BITCH, Shamea, are you okay? Because no, you did not tell this woman out of all of the noses you could have gotten, you chose that. Oh, no, she didn't. Girl, Shamea, out of all of the noses you could have got, you chose that? You know? Girl, now Miss Oakley, I'm gonna be honest. It could have gotten a little more work, okay? It could have, whoever did it could have done a bit of a better job. I will be very honest. Probably should have went to Turkey. Just a little piece, but I'm not going to be one of the people that comes for you guys in that manner. People have already been talking about the Botox and the fact I'm gonna try to ease back. But Shamea, girl, stop it.
Her daughter's here.
Flavor Flav is the biggest hype man, and I feel like Shamea is the loudest one in the room. Porsha is Chuck D. I mean, she just show up and collect her check, and Shamea does all the work.
Now, when Angela said this, she did go on to post the image of when Shamea dressed up, I guess it's Flavor Flav, for like a Halloween or whatever it was. She dressed up for Flavor Flav as, so that's why she's saying Flavor Flav. But it just did not land for me. Because I feel like, was that the real reason that you called her that? Did you really call her that because of, I see, I got to understand when the photo dropped, the whole Flavor Flav thing. So in my head, I do feel like you were trying to call her less than attractive. A lot of people feel like Flavor Flav is not attractive. It's given to some people dark, black, and ugly. To some people, and I feel like that's how you were referring to Shamea. So I'm questioning, when this was filmed during the spring and summer of last year, did Shamea go on during like October or something, like the Halloween time frame, and decided to dress up as Flavor Flav as a hit back to what you said? Or is the photo that you dug up of Shamea dressing like Flavor Flav, was that from many years ago or something? That's what I'm wondering. But it didn't really land a bit in my personal. And I think the people gonna try and eat you up and refer and say that it was like colorism or some sort. I don't know. But I feel like they're gonna, because they love to throw that out when it comes to the shows, ain't it? All right, they love to get like that. So I don't know, but just questioning. Let's keep going.
Hands are taking over by the 99 and 2000.
Ladies, we have to know how to act in our environments. What is
I didn't have
happening?
any glue to get her nose back down.
Can someone get your nose out of Porsha's ass?
We got shopping till we drop, right?
Oh, Angela.
Don't have. We're coming over here.
Can somebody get
Trying
your
to read me about asking Drew a simple question.
I can't take an insult.
Why would you ask Drew? Are you effing? I said what I said was, are you dating him? Are y'all a thing?
If she goes there, I will go there.
And I'm like,
They said you talking about somebody physical.
her nose.
Her nose.
Well, she called me Flavor Flav too, so we even.
I'm the calm one. My husband would be proud of me today.
So I was Flavor Flav for Halloween.
Okay, so in 2023.
I didn't know that she was gonna be Latoya.
I'm glad that she clarified that because I was wondering. Okay, so this was in 2023, but I just don't feel like her being Flavor Flav in 2023 relates back to Angela trying to call her Flavor Flav as a diss. Because how you said it was throwing shade, and when you throw shade, shade is a diss. So with that, in my personal, it still would not be a good look for you, Angela, and that's just my honest personal, okay? Because one, like I said, people may try and say something about colorism and stuff, but in addition to that, you're gonna come off as potentially I ain't gonna say a stalker or anything like that, but you definitely stay in the know and try to keep up with Miss Shamea. For you to even know what that lady dressed like in 2023, because I don't even know, and your contract wasn't even secured at that time for you to know about a damn Flavor Flav outfit. Okay, so something about that ain't right. I'm just being honest with you, Miss Oakley. Okay, and I'll tell you that in your face, Miss Oakley. Something about that don't make sense, okay?
Jackson though for today. Had I known that, and I love Jackson.
Now, I didn't want to laugh, but the girl kind of do look like Latoya Jackson.
If it's the nose,
Everything. If it's nose, it's in them cheekbones just right.
but how you insult the girl's nose, though? That's what I want to know. Where that come from?
Why are y'all stuck on the nose? She called her Flavor Flav like tit for tat. Ladies, are we serious? Y'all should have saved that for outside in the parking lot. We don't do this over here at Phipps. Y'all do that at Lennox, not at Phipps.
Give me these two.
I'm hollering. Do that at Phipps, not at
You look good, right?
It's not at Great. It definitely is a difference.
Shamea,
Give me a hug. Thank you for hearing me out. And again, I apologize if I embarrassed you the other day. That was not my intention.
I appreciate that, Shamea.
And hopefully you and Porsha talk about it.
I feel like it's healthy just to talk about it and then move on.
Well, I've moved on.
I've moved on as well. Okay. Mwah.
Okay.
The event went amazing.
Yes. You know I'm always going to support you.
Thank you. You know I love you, girl.
I love you.
My little Balmain princess. You know I am the Balmain princess.
You are.
Yes. Okay, y'all hungry. Okay. We spend about $30,000, and of course, the proceeds from the sales today go back to the OI Foundation. I'm grateful that these ladies put their money where their mouths are, literally. Porsha, you said you wanted to talk.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling good this week. So let's do next
What do
week.
you know? We can just talk.
I'd rather not. What you say?
I'd rather not.
Hey, mommy,
We can't even have a conversation right now.
Okay.
It was like, I want to talk to you and I want to talk now. And I'm like, where is this audacity coming from? Then I look back and the audacity is behind me with braids. I said, oh, her sister is here. She done brought Heavy D out. I am not about to get into this with two people on me.
Girl, you text me that you wanted to talk. Now you don't want to talk. You can definitely come to the studio and we can have a conversation. Put it in a song. I don't know. All right, let me get out of here.
Oh, girl, I'm going to reserve my thoughts for a little later time when it comes to the Porsha and the Drew back and forth. But in the meantime, y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments on the matter at hand. I want to go ahead and slide over. And I want us to get into Kandi and this lawsuit. I want Kandi to explain herself. Explain herself. All right, when it comes to the lawsuit of her being sued and her name being attached to it. Let's get into it.
It was just a disagreement between us and the landlord. But to let you know, they had to drop my name off. So I felt like they just put my name on there anyway, just so they could get publicity for the lawsuit. But yes, they officially dropped my name from it as of yesterday, I believe. So yeah, I guess that would be news. And the rest is being worked out because it really was a disagreement about some repairs that they made and then who would be responsible for it. So we were just going back and forth about that, basically. And that's why it turned into what it turned into. But it looks like we're going to come to some agreement. So it'll be fine. Okay.
So it sounds like when they say it look like we're going to come to some agreement, it looks like Kandi and them going to pay something. All right. That's what I hear when I hear that. I hear we contributed to some of the madness, but y'all also contributed to some of it. So don't think that we finna pay the full amount, but we will pay you for this, and this. All right. And I think when the news dropped with Kandi's name attached to it, I think she definitely went off on her attorneys and had her attorneys go and talk to the people to get her name off their damn paperwork. Okay, because this is Todd's venture, from what it seems like. And they went ahead and added her name to it too. So I don't know, but that's what Miss Kandi is saying. Y'all can leave y'all thoughts down below, but let's get into more of how she feel about this Drew and Porsha mess.
Do you think Drew and Dennis are more than friends? Dun, 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 dun. I don't think so. Do you think that? I don't think so.
I heard he's in a relationship, but I don't know if that means anything.
With somebody, but not Drew.
Yeah.
I don't think so. You know what? Maybe we should invite Dennis to come on speak on it. But then she gonna be mad at us too.
Well, he doesn't like me, so.
Wait, that's right. I forgot about that.
I don't know why he doesn't.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that, Jamie.
How do you not like her?
Let's not get into that. Okay. Okay.
So I want to know why. Well, I don't know. I don't know, Jamie. Why Dennis don't like you, girl? What had happened? Was you out there telling a piece of his tea, calling him out about anything? Could that have been what it was? Hold on one second. Hold on, sorry, y'all. So I'm wondering, like, Jamie, let me know, honey, why he don't like you? What you had did? What you had did to Dennis? Did you call him out about something and he wasn't really fond of that or whatever? But I feel like he ain't gotta like you to come on speak on it and give his little 1-2. Hell, y'all, he probably could come on speak on it and y'all could resolve whatever issues it is. Can't stay mad forever. In my personal, you know what I'm saying? Sure. It is what it is, though, child. But Dennis, I'm going to go give you a little piece of things, though. All right? This a different Jamie. I'm going to give you a little 1-2s. Y'all did good with Drew album. I'm going to give you a little piece, okay? Y'all did good with Drew's album. Drew, good job, mamas, okay? Good job with that. I have to, there's nothing wrong with y'all working together. In my personal, it's about the money. Get the money for the kids or whatever. And if you're trying to expand your business from just doing the retail portion and all of that, and you trying to tap into some other stuff and be your own little Jermaine Dupri, then who the hell am I? Right? I think y'all did good with Drew's album. So good job. Congrats. All right. Next up, can we get into Kandi? All right. Actually, before we get into, yes, we're going to get into Kandi's look for the Othello, and then we're going to double back to Angela Oakley because I want to hear something that she said over there on the Watch What Happens Live, all right? But in the meantime, in between time, y'all know Kandi has been working on Broadway plays, right? She's been able to co-produce with Othello, and like I said earlier, that is starring, from my understanding, Denzel Washington, along with other notable names. And I just want us to get into the look that she wore because I thought this dress was really nice. This is the same dress that she wore on the red carpet, and I thought that Kandi looked good. Let me tell y'all, Kandi slimmed down, lost that weight. Now, let me tell you, BLT, I done lost me a piece of weight too, but not all of the weight that I'm trying to lose. And I got to lose about like 5 to 10 more pounds. I need to get up off me. So I don't know, Kandi, do I need to get me a piece of hydroxycut? Just a little piece. What is that? Is that like some flavoring you put in your water or something? I gotta look that up. Is that safe? Is that healthy for the people? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to look into that. But I really liked her dress. I thought her dress was really cute. Loving the short look of it all. Loving it. I thought Kandi looked beautiful. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. This may not be y'all style. This may not be y'all flavor necessarily. Y'all might be like, I would have went with a different color. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the poof part at the bottom, you know. So y'all let me know your thoughts about it. But I thought that it looked really nice, okay? But in the meantime, in between time, y'all, let's check out what Miss Angela Oakley has to say about Porsha and Drew. And it's a really short clip, so I'm not going to keep y'all too much longer, all right? I can't show the clip because Watch What Happens Live be acting a bit of funny, okay? So we're going to listen to it.
What's your take on what's going on with Drew and Dennis? Should Porsha be,
it's a job. The cost of eggs are $10 a carton.
Right.
So allow Drew to make her money. I don't feel like Drew is doing anything wrong.
And him filming with her without Porsha knowing, how do you feel about that?
Well, if she didn't know, of course, Drew needs to talk to Porsha about that. But she said she told her. Drew told me that she told Porsha.
What's your take on what's going on with Drew and Dennis?
Again, I think Porsha was aware. I just think that Porsha wanted to hear it from Drew. I don't think that she shouldn't have heard it from Drew. I do think Drew should have reached out to her. However, if a person is hitting you up trying to have a conversation and you keep putting them off, similar to what you did in this past episode of, oh, we'll talk another day. You want to talk, but we'll do it another time. Then what are you going to do? At some point, they're going to try to have that conversation via text if they can't get you on the phone, right? So Porsha knew. I just feel like Porsha needs another storyline to have going outside of the divorce storyline. And I feel like for me that makes sense considering the fact that Simon has been trying to shut her down at every turn, whether she can't use the car, whether she can't use the house, whether he probably gonna tell her don't say my name. Ain't no telling what he was gonna try to shut her down with. So in my opinion, to me, I feel like Porsha wanted to be strategic and make sure she had other things to give to the show outside of the divorce situation that may be going on with her. But I think we may get into that, okay? If we don't get into it in this coming episode, and I'm gonna go watch it, I'm sure we'll get into it in other episodes to come. All right, but just wanted to come to y'all real quick, and let me also say this. I thought Angela looked really, really nice on Watch What Happens Live, all right? Whatever issues was happening with the nose that people say, I thought that the makeup looked great, hair looked good. I thought she looked beautiful in my personal, but y'all leave y'all's down below, all right? I'm Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me over on the Instagram at Jami, that's me on Twitter, all of that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel it.